State Representative Roy Schmidt says he would like to start talking more about the issues and less about the mistakes he's made.
Schmidt is trying to survive the scandal after admitting he conspired to rig yesterday's primary when he switched from Democrat to Republican.
The incumbent from the 76th district won the primary, and now he talks to WZZM 13's Phil Dawson about the challenge he faces in November.
Well, Juliet, although he did win, thousands of people in his own party voted against him in the primary. So over the next 3 months, Schmidt says he'll try to convince voters his 20-year record in politics outweighs the lying and the scheming he did to improve his re-election chances.
What do you think?
At their post-primary election party, Kent County Republican leaders say they are behind Roy Schmidt for re-election.
The voters spoke and they chose Roy to represent the 76th district as their nominee, and that's who we're behind.
Are you sure Republicans will get behind you, considering what's happened?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know, but I believe they will.
Two-term 76th District State Representative Roy Schmidt may not know who his friends are because he's only been a Republican for a few months. He switched from Democrat just before the filing deadline in May.
It wasn't very well thought out. It was not smart.
And conspiring with House Speaker Jace Bolger, Schmidt secretly hired an unknown college student to run as a pretend Democrat to make sure he had no formidable opposition in the November election.
I can apologize every single day and probably wouldn't be enough.
What accomplishments over the last 20 years balance the deception and the conspiracy to rig the election?
That's a great question. We passed a lot of good ordinances, a lot of things that help build up to the arena, the DeVos Center. I was in a part of that. We took care of our constituents, whether it was a pothole, a development, or what other activity. And I worked very hard at that, and I was elected 4 times.
Well, when do you think we'll stop asking about this and start asking, well, Representative Schmidt, what do you think about the budget?
It's you that's asking the question, the news media, and so, you know, that's why we don't ever get to any other issues. It's actually a hot news story, so that's why, you know, for you guys it keeps coming back, and hey, I fully understand it. Eventually, you know, hopefully we'll get to the issues.
Schmidt won the Republican primary yesterday, but only defeated his opponent, write-in candidate Bing Goey, by about 800 votes. Schmidt says he'll try to shore up his support in the next 3 months before the November election, but he will have a legitimate Democratic opponent in November. The pretend candidate Schmidt and his son hired pulled out after the scandal erupted, and yesterday Democrat Winnie Brinks received enough votes to get on the ballot to challenge Schmidt in November.
All right. Thank you, Phil.